I've a thing or two to tell you that I think you ought to know about that rusty bucket Sully carries down below. You're not the first one, stranger, that has laughed at Sully's pail. You're the only one that's laughing now. The rest has heard this tale. Now when we was young and handsome, had some 10 years in the game, old Sul he had a partner, and Jim Riley was his name. They had knocked about together, Bingham, Butte, and Coeur d'Alene, and they'd brawled in every barroom, from Ely to Fort McLean. Now me and old Ted Johnson, sure you'll not remember him. We was working at the rarest, had a stoke with Sul and Jim. The four of us together, we were working side by side. That's how come my chance to be there on the day Jim Riley died. Well, the blasting had been easy, it was coming out like sand. So we were mucking out the ore, those days we mucked by hand. Now we were nearly finished, and I hadn't heard a sound, when something must have happened, for Jim Riley yelled bad ground. When we headed for the timbering, Sully must have took a spill, for when we looked back in there, he was pinned beneath his drill. The big ceiling, it was groaning now, all set to drop the lid, and Sully, pinned beneath his drill, was sobbing like a kid. Now there's men can watch their partners die, not throw their lives away. Jim Riley wasn't one of them, he wasn't built that way. As soon as he seen what happened, hey, hold on there, Sul, he cried. And before he had the words out, he had thrown the drill aside. So they headed around the York car, Riley wearing a big grin. I guess he never knew what happened when the hanging wall caved in. Sully reached the timber and his face as white as chalk. Jim Riley, 2 yards back of him, caught 15 tons of rock. That day Sully's pail was buried, he ate from Riley's pail in tears, and he's carried that same bucket now for more than 20 years. So you can laugh at Sul because he's mean and drinks a lot, but don't you laugh at Sully's bucket, that's the only